So now we will basically start with the experiment part. The application part I will continue like in some time, you can say, or maybe tomorrow session I will start. So I have also live the session on YouTube. So if anyone like missed the something between some 2-3 minutes after starting my session and they want to repeat it, then please have a look through YouTube live. I have shared the link in WhatsApp. So if anybody want to join, then please join it. Okay. So I hope you all have made the account on Tinkercad. I have shared the link also.
Yes, sir.
Is it ready? Okay. Okay, and you also have created the account on LinkedIn?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. So try following some good pages on LinkedIn. Then we can see like if it is possibility of getting further jobs and all these things. Okay. So next we are proceeding how IoT works. I have skipped some slide because I don't want to get it bored from like longer time. So let's start how IoT works. To IoT works, we need first of all things, devices, plus sensing and communication capability. We need things plus sensing and communication capability. If both things we have, then we can easily make a IoT device, or we can think how IoT works. Okay. So human also have different kind of sensors. So can you tell me the name of sensors?
Taste.
First of all, taste.
Smell.
Yeah.
Smell.
Smell. Okay. Smell.
So touch.
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 Sight.
Sight or vision. Okay. Okay. So these are the 5 senses we have. So generally we are saying, we are asking for, you have a 6th sense or something like that. Some movies are there. Okay. So all these 5 senses have replacement in terms of virtual sensors. So what is for smell sensor? Anyone know replacement? Maybe gas sensor. Generally in the language we are saying MQ2 sensor.
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth for smell.
Uh,
Okay, next is taste sensor. So it could be like pH value sensor. For ear we have sound, or you can say sound sensor, speaker, something like that. Or you can say mic. For vision and sight we have camera. For touch we have touch. It is okay. And then like for communication, like if after sensing and interfacing with things, you have a different component like for communication that could be Wi-Fi, Zigbee and other thing that we have already told you. We'll let you know in the coming sessions what are the devices and how it is possible to communicate. So example of things I think is very clear. One is smartphone, bulbs, air conditioner, could be any example, automatic door opening system, vehicle or parking system, and could be wristband. So these are the possible examples for the things. Now you can see for implementation part, like how can we implement small IoT projects on ideas for the real time working, use it real time capturing of data and processing. So multiple microcontroller and microprocessor are available in the market. So you can say most famous is Arduino. This you call Arduino Uno. Arduino Uno is there. So this is like a normal microcontroller, or you can say it's a kind of embedded device that every component is plugged on the single chip. I think everyone have a on chip components. So this is like used for small tasks that we can perform. Okay, this is the, you can say, smaller younger brother of Arduino Uno with one extra capability of Wi-Fi. So this already include Wi-Fi things inside the board, and with good capability of, you can say, processing capability is also good. But you can say number of pins and other ports are minimized. So you can see in the terms of like USB port, here is micro USB. Okay, and this is, you can say, like just a synonym or copy paste by Intel, copied by Intel, or maybe like the same structure they can use. As you know, this is Arduino is open source, so anybody can design it and make it their own board. And this is Raspberry Pi. I think this photo is version 3.0. Now in the market I think 4.0, and with many versions are there. So this, you can say, father of all these small hardwares or edge devices, because this is smaller one, and like this can also install the OS inside this device, inside this Raspberry Pi. This also have like 1 GB to 4 GB RAM. Also support like hard disk or memory drive. So you can see HDMI ports are there, other connections are there. So it's like a good one. So you can say you can carry the small computer or pocket PC. You can say this device. So basically these are the common hardware people are using it nowadays. So now in the market there are multiple are coming. You can say one is Jetson Nano. Maybe you heard of the word in the AI workshop. Or now, like, you can say Google Edge TPU board is there, TensorFlow board is there. So multiple are available in the market. Okay, So that's it. This is only. So I think I can now jump to the directly lecture. What we are starting. Let me jump it to my session. Okay, so we are starting with introduction to Arduino. After that, we are given you brief overview. So, as you know, Arduino is a microcontroller. So now we will do some programming and some kind of small experiment and interfacing with different sensors. We are doing it. So first thing is, what is microcontroller? So I think you already studied the course maybe in computer organization or maybe microprocessor. So there you study microcontroller. So microcontroller, see, there is one chip is there. In this chip, there are multiple components are there who are embedded on a single chip. So you can say maybe like program memory, maybe RAM, processor, AD converter, oscillator, CPU, port A, port B, everything will be on single chip. So you can say a small computer on a single chip containing a processor, memory and input output. Could be all the components which is required for the microcontroller. Typically embedded inside some device that they can easily control it. So like suppose you want to control the washing machine or you want to give some instruction to washing machine, then you have to put some kind of embedded device inside washing machine. So I think you have seen sometime like some kind of green color device are there, motherboard kind of device are there in every embedded devices to decide what you have to do and what you don't have to do. That generally called embedded device, single chip device. Generally it is smaller one and with low cost. So introduction to Arduino. Arduino is an open source board. So anyone can update it. And give their name or publish it to a new board. There is no issue. So intent to make application of interactive object. So they are helping us to make the application with interactive objects. Okay, and to make environment more accessible. To make environment more accessible. So that was the major use of Arduino. The board is equipped with set of digital analog input output pin that may be interfaced to various expansion board and other circuit. So it could be help us to connect different sensors, maybe different shields, maybe Wi-Fi shield, maybe GSM shield, other things. Maybe other communication device we can connect. So multiple things we can connect with these kind of pins, analog and digital pins. So next is what is development board. So this printed circuit board, what you are able to see it here, that's called development board. So basically this printed circuit board contains different components, power circuit, programming interface, basic input output and I/O pins. So this is same you can say Arduino board called as a development board. So you can use this board to develop some kind of project or ideas. So that is basically called development board. Sorry, I think this notify. I think as they are coming. Let me, I think, remove it if possible. But it will give you trouble to understand this thing. Sorry for that. Okay, so in the market multiple kind of Arduino are available. So you can see the link for more detail. I have attached the descriptor. So you can say in the market Arduino Uno, Arduino Leonardo, Micro, Nano, Mini, Mega 2560, Zero, Mega IDK and Ethernet. So different account to application, different Arduinos are available. If you have heard about that, then these three are famous one: Micro Uno, Arduino Uno, Arduino Nano, and Arduino Mega. These three are famous one. So you can say this is the like medium one with medium functionality. This is like a smaller version that can fit everywhere with less capability, you can say. The people are using it when they have only like sense some value or something like that. And this is like powerful one. You can say size is also bigger, memory is also bigger, computing was also bigger, and again you can say number of pins and everything is UART hardware. All of things are maximum as compared to other things. So according to application, people can choose which one is better for your project and which one is not better for your project. So simple application define it, or you can say project will define which Arduino you have to choose. So according to requirement you can purchase it. Mostly have the same functionality, one or two function difference with each Arduino type. So you can see this is the like minimal functionality exists with each kind of Arduino. Okay, so I will explain you one by one. Slowly you can see that. So first of all, there is a USB connector. So basically this will use for transferring data and power. Both things is possible with this USB connector. If suppose you're not using this part, then you can use this part for giving power. So you have one option, two option, and third one is V-in. V-in also used for providing power to the board. So in the board you have a three functionality to give the power to this Arduino board. Clear? Now you have a different LED. Now tell me what is the use of pin number 13 LED? Anyone? What is the use of pin number 13 LED? Some are there or everybody is sleeping? Anybody know what is the use of pin 13? So you can say it is a extra LED. The purpose is not defined and it is by default linked with this LED, linked with this port, this pin. If you do any task with this pin, so simply this LED will perform. Okay, this called serial LED. One is TX, one is RX for transmission and for receiving. If any data is coming inside or going outside, then these will blink. Okay, now you can see this side we have digital pins. This side we have digital pins, and this side with A you can say we have analog pins. So for digital operation you can use digital pin, for analog operation you can use analog pins. Clear? After that you can say we have two ground pin, one 5 volt pin, one 3.3 volt pin, like different power if you want to supply, because in some sensor you need to supply less power. One example is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi need only 3.3 volt. Next could be reset, if you want to reset the board. Okay, there is one more ground this side. There is two basically communication pins are there. Connected with wireless device or wired device. So one is TX and one is RX. For connecting with other devices. Okay, next is power LED. Basically if your board is getting power from any of the source, then this light will be green. If light is green, it means your board is working fine. And after that you can use this reset switch if you want to reset the board. Anyone know what is the use of reset switch? Anyone? So basically reset means it will restart the program. So don't confuse whether it will delete the program or empty the memory. No, it will simply restart the program. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm showing you the same functionality with real hardware, how it is visible to the real hardware. Okay, so if you remember, this is your USB port, this is your DC power supply, this is your digital pins, this is your communication pin, they are mentioned here. Some is here ground pins, this is your 5 volt, this is your V in, these are your analog pins. This is your reset, this is power LED, this is serial LED, this is pin 13 LED connected with pin 13, Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, I can see Arduino Mega. It's a microcontroller based board. 54 digital input output pins. 16 analog pins. 4 UART hardware serial port for communication. With other devices. Then you have a USB connection. Then power jack, then ICSP header for installing bootloader, then reset button for restart the program. For more detail of pin mapping and detail, you can go through with this link. To work on this Arduino hardware, you need a software that's called Arduino IDE. Arduino Integrated Development Environment. So these are available on Windows, Linux, Mac. So we are downloading for Windows. You can use this link, save the file and install the file. So with the help of software, you can create a program. So in this Arduino, we are saying this program as a sketch or diagram. We are sketching the code, we are sketching the diagram. So it created an Arduino IDE. In Arduino IDE, we can create a program. It allows us to edit and write the code. It will convert the code into machine instruction. So guys, I hope you know what is machine instruction and other instructions. Anybody want to tell me like what are that?
So it is a computer language, sir. Person code.
Can you please repeat again?
So it is a computer language.
Zeros and ones, sir.
0 and 1. It's a computer. Okay. So like which language which computer can easily understand? And there is one language which human can easily understand, that called high level language. Okay, or you can say English language. Okay, so from high level to machine level, if you want to convert it, this also can convert it into machine level. So here in machine level is Arduino, which Arduino hardware can understand. That's called machine instruction. Yeah, that could be in the form of 0, 1 or maybe other hex and other formats. So here it will upload the program into board. So you can say you are writing a program, or you can say code or a sketch. By compiler or translator, it will convert into machine instruction. Then machine instruction will be transferred to the board. So then it can perform some kind of task. Guys, if possible, please mute your mic. I think some slightly noise is coming. Okay, next we are not playing video, we're directly jumping to the next part. So this is the first view how Arduino IDE look like. Okay, so you can say the first button is verify, or you can say syntax check. All syntax and everything is okay or not. Next button is upload or transfer, or you can say convert into machine instruction plus upload to the board. So both things we can do with the help of upload the sketch. Next is serial monitor. So if you remember, like when you are writing a program in C programming, and when you are running it through F9 or F5, then one monitor is open, black color window, to see the output and input, or you can say console. That basically call it here serial monitor. Okay. And tab is clear for multiple files, and there is one more window of text console that called state and error message, status and error message. So it will just show here compiling, uploading, done. So these kind of messages basically is printed here, and some if error is there, it will be printed here. Okay, when you open a new file, it will always show you this kind of setup. It's called void setup, void loop. So basically void setup is used for declaring or defining or initializing. Will use setup, and for working, or you can say execution, we will use this loop function. I hope it is clear. So there's one major difference is there. This will execute only one time, and this will execute infinite time. You cannot interrupt this process. Interruption is not possible.
So come again, sir.
Yeah, so I'm saying this void setup will execute only one time, and this will execute infinite time. And this infinite process, you cannot interrupt it or break it until you remove the power. Until you remove the power, it will not interrupt it. It will continuously executing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we are moving to first exercise of hands-on with LED blinking. So for this we are basically using Tinkercad. I will also show in hardware. So keep your ready Tinkercad, so we can do some kind of experiment on Tinkercad. So we'll make this kind of structure inside the Tinkercad. Okay, so basically make the connection according to diagram and turns on LED on. So we have to just write a program for turning on LED. So mostly Arduino have onboard LED that you can control, but this time we are using external LED. This is the basically external LED, and you have an onboard LED that's called, here it is, no, this is here, onboard LED. We'll show you later. To make this connection, we need one Arduino Mega, one resistor, one LED, one breadboard, one jumper wire. One, no, it's two basically. Okay. Then we will write the program. So guys, are you ready to work on this Tinkercad?
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm moving to the my so have you all logging in this window? I hope.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting the same window? Anyone who is not getting, then please ask to me or try to reach to this window. This is home. When you are clicking on home, you will see this kind of window. Then go to circuit. Go to circuit. And then create new circuit. Be careful, go in circuit, then create new circuit. I will ask everybody to send me a screenshot after making it. So then I will thought like you have done, everybody. Okay. Have you all got this window? You can just message me in the chat history, so I will understand until you don't have any question. But I'm getting response only one or two. Other are doing it or not?
Yes, sir. Doing so.
Only 3 replies. I'm waiting for other replies. Okay, somebody is saying slow net, sir. Okay, you can use my YouTube live one. So maybe that there you will not miss any sentence or any word. So you can.
So, just now what is, sir?
Yes, please ask.
Sir, you said something about YouTube Live.
Yes.
Sir?
So I am sharing the same session on YouTube Live. If you have an issue of internet, then you can see it in that basically in that link. You can see the link in the
Link?
WhatsApp.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So there you can like paste the picture also after making your experiment. So I can just check it. How many of you have done it? The YouTube one. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
next I am just taking one component. I hope you remember what a component require. One is Arduino. Just search it, Arduino. After searching, you will found Arduino Uno R3. Don't take other things, like there are other options are there. Take simple Arduino Uno R3. Found it, then drag it and drop it here. Drag it, drop it here. Is it okay? Next, what we need? We need breadboard. We need breadboard. Type breadboard. So in my case, it is showing automatically. You can type more breadboard. Then you found breadboard small. Then you found breadboard small. Click it, drag it. Okay. Next we have requirement of LED. So take the LED and paste it to some location. Is it okay? Is it okay? Before that, I want to just explain you the how it will work. So let me draw it somewhere. I am drawing it here. So suppose this is my LED. LED have 2 point. One is anode, one is cathode. So you can see it here. So basically you can see the bigger one is anode and smaller one is cathode. Okay. So this is anode and this is cathode. Clear? I am making a breadboard. You can think it is as a row of breadboard. How many of you know breadboard? Beta, please mute your mic.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, now with the cathode, the same column, we will use one resistor to control the flow of current. Okay, so now we will take two jumper wire, that is called resistor, that is called LED. Now we will take two jumper wires and we will take one Arduino. In Arduino we will take bigger jumper wire in bigger pin. We will go to pin number 8. Pin number 8 and smaller wire, or maybe you can say resistor wire, it will connected here also, na? So smaller wire will go to ground, Z and D. Is it okay? Now let's shift to the hardware part. we can shift to the our circuit. Now we will search the register. We have found register, so just drop it in the side. Okay, now move this register to 90 degree. This is the button of rotate. Okay, now rotate it to okay, now change it 1 kilo ohm to 100 ohm. Change it 100 ohm. Okay, change the color of LED to yellow. It will be good visible. Okay, you can change the name also, that called LED. This is called register. Okay, is it clear? Now we will take one wire from positive side to the which pin? Pin number 8. So you can make a draw like this. So just click it here, so it will stop. Now we can again shift it to upside. Again, click. Now go to pin number 8. Now after that, drop it here. So I'm changing the color to red. So it will just show me this is the positive side. Now we'll take one more wire of black color. So this black color wire will go to ground. Is it okay? I am changing the color to black. I hope this is made by all these students. Gautam, yes. Gaurav, yes. Okay, now we will write the code. So to start writing code, click it here, code editor. So you will see some boxes are there, something are there. So change it from here, block to text. And ask you want to show, yes. So you can say I want to write the code in block. Okay. Just remove this complete code inside. We will write it again. This is the by default code is coming out. Okay, now we are writing first pin number. Pin number is, we have defined pin, which pin we are using. So pin number we are using is pin number 8. Okay, so for that the function name is pin mode. Be careful, M is capital. Be careful, M is capital. Then pin number is 8. 8 comma. We are using this pin for output or input. We are sending data from this side to this side. So basically output. Don't forget to mention semicolon. This is the same program as we are using in C programming. So it's same as C programming. Okay, so in this part we are only doing kind of, you can say, declaration or define. So that is done. Now we are doing some kind of execution in this part. So execution part here. This will run infinite time. Okay. Then you will see what is the code for that. So we have to turn on this light, LED light. So the for the function is digital write. Why digital? Because this pin number 8 is digital pin. So digital number pin 8. And what do you want to do? High. In place of high, you can also mention 1. That is also okay. So basically high is 1 is on. Okay. Now after writing this program, you can just directly go to start simulation. You will see this light will be on. I'm starting it. Now you can see is it working or not. Is my light is working or not? I think it's not working now. Oh, I think I have used differently. Sorry, let me move it. Let me stop simulation. I have made an opposite connection. I told you na positive will go to 8 numbers. So let me rotate it. I think it is not possible to rotate it. Let me see if it is working this way. Yeah, this is anode, this is cathode. Cathode is negative, negative is going this way, anode is positive, positive this way. Let me again start. So you can say now it is blinking. I hope it is clear, visible. Okay, now I am giving you one small task. I am stopping it. Now I want you will be blinking this light on off, on off. Do it and share it on comment, share it on comment window. Let me see how many can understand this part. You have to do it for blinking. So one time off, one time on. On and off alternatively.
Done, sir.
So can you share the picture so I can see that? Maybe in the comment or somewhere else. Who are watching on YouTube live, they can comment there also if you want. I think somebody has commented, so let me see the code. So why you have used delay? Somebody has messaged me. So why they have used delay? Okay, from here you can also change the name of the file also. LED day 1. Yeah, anyone like why you have used delay? I think Jayant has done.
Yes, sir.
So I will try without delay. I want simply turn on, turn off. So it should be work. So it is clear now. It will rotate infinite time. High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. So a similar way it will help us. Now let me restart the simulation. Let's see is it working or not. When we are running the simulation, you can say light is on, but it's not going to turning off. It is always on. It is always on because yeah, Jayant, why it is not turning off? What is the reason? Mr. Jayant? Yeah, somebody is saying. Yeah, dear, please speak. Your voice is not audible. No, I'm asking why delay function is required. That is equal, like that is okay. Delay function is
Yes, sir.
dear, like why my question is there, why delay function is required?
So that it keeps that function for the
We use delay because it will be blink. No, sir. There's a 1 second for.
No, like is it already delay? Like there are two commands, na? So automatically one is high, one low. And why we need delay?
Stop for 1 second, sir.
No, why we
Stop
want
for
to
one, to delay for one.
why we want to stop? Let it do by the code, na? Okay, so basically,
so we are
yeah, Avni, your voice is not clear. Some noise is there. So let me clear it. So basically, when we are saying high and when we are saying low, it is too fast. It's working in microseconds. So at the same time, it is going high to low, and again it will go in instruction of high. So it not that get time for switching so fast. The light power is not working so fast as our code is working fast. So we need to put a gap of some time to see the difference. So that's why we are putting a gap of 1000 seconds. Now we can see the blinking of LED. Now we can see the blinking of LED. It is okay. Okay, now I have told you there is one internal LED is there, this L. So what is the name of L LED by default in Arduino? What is the name of L LED in Arduino? Pin 13 LED. This name is LED underscore built-in. So LED underscore built-in is represent to pin number 13 by default. So now we want to blink this LED. Then we are changing this 8 and LED built into, see the difference, is it blinking or not? Is it blinking or not? So you can see this light is blinking. This L is blinking. Have you done this experiment? Blink
Yes, sir.
on board LED. So you can see the difference here. This LED is blinking. Now I'm giving you one assignment, small one. Yeah, this one. So you have one external LED, one onboard LED. What we have done first experiment and second experiment. You have to blink it both alternatively without switching delay. It means if one is on, then second one off. If second is on, first is off. This should be parallel. This is parallel, this is sequential. Okay? Automatically happen after this. 1, 2, one is on, one is off. 1, 2, then 2, 1, then 1, 2, and 2, 1. Write the program for this part. Let me see how many can write. Because I will give a solution tomorrow, not today. Okay, design the program in Tinkercad and show me, maybe in YouTube comment or maybe in Teams comment, how you are planning to do it. You want me to see problems again, then you can see it here. So guys, is it done or not? Anyone?
Sir, both are blinking simultaneously.
Try it, try it. Ritik is saying he has done. Please share me personally the photo. Don't share it on group. Ritik and I think Gaurav, no. Ritik is saying is done. So Ritik, how can you show me?
Sir, I have opened my Microsoft in mobile and I'm doing in desktop, sir.
No, that's okay. But like, how you will present to me? Will I make you admin or will I you can WhatsApp me if possible?
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, sir. I
Okay.
can.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys, who has done, that's good. Who has not done, this is assignment for today evening. We'll meet again tomorrow by 11 a.m. Please remember the timing of tomorrow. Don't forget.